finally ready to go. And the delay was lack of a tow vehicle, which I have here. This is my 4th Land Rover, and did a little bit of work. Transmission, got this aftermarket hitch, good for 6,000 pounds, but I've used this on my other Land Rover, so I know it to be good enough with the weight of the boat and the trailer and everything in it. So I strapped it down, one in front, one in back. This setup seems to work well the other times I've done it. And here I've got the mast on top. Getting this thing on there by yourself is no easy chore. What I typically do is just take each side, bottom and the top, and kind of bring it up stepwise using whatever I have on hand, a recycling bin, a small ladder, a big ladder, whatever. And I just make my way up till I get it on top of a board here between the boat and the fence. And I'm able to lift the front onto the pulpit. Here I've taken out the wall to the boat shed, at least on one side. And got good clearance. So going down below, I've put in my good floorboards, teak and holly ones. Topping off the batteries, a little bit of a charge. Got the 4-peak stuffed to the gills with sails and spinnaker and dodger and everything else. So I just need to wedge things in a little better for the road trip, so nothing goes flying around. I'm not sure I like the way the boom is here. Might be okay. And at long last, finally ready to hit the road. This is not a view that I typically get of my boat from this distance. And I have to say, it makes my heart race every time I see it like this. So pretty. Did have to work out a few issues. No, not today, Chief Brody. I tested the engine with some water and did not get water pumping through. So I spent the past day and a half trying to figure that out, and I believe ultimately it was a blockage in the line just past the thermostat, but got that worked out. And one thing I'm going to need to keep in mind is that my mast, I put it on with the top facing forward, which is not what I should have did. I should have put the foot of the mast facing forward, because I live in a sparsely populated, very wooded area, and about half the distance will be through the woods. So I'm going to have to watch for low-hanging branches and stuff like that. So if I get whacked here on the masthead, it could take off the lights and who knows what else. Still needing to swerve somewhat, but the Rover's doing great. Stressful, not the first time, but it's like almost like navigating a sketchy inlet. Okay, hopefully we get launched in the next few days. And now 1 week later, they got the mast up. They did it today when I was in here. Almost ready to go into the water tomorrow. It's the next day, and I was supposed to be here when they put me in, but they went ahead and did it anyway. So need to jump aboard and check for leaks and then put my Dodger up. So like I said, I needed to check for leaks, and guess what? I had a pretty sizable leak coming out of this hose, and my bilge pump was off. So if I hadn't gotten here in time, I could have easily sank. I really need to stop using this shady marina.